Hello, I'm Christine. Welcome to Book Talk. Today we are discussing our September book explosion book of the month. This month we're working with Scholastic, and we read The Call by Peadar O'Guilin. I literally just finished this 3 minutes ago, and I feel like I've been through such an ordeal. You don't even know. I feel like I just came back from The Call, except thank the freaking heavens I didn't, because shit, I can't. It was such a quick read, and it was so captivating and horrifying and really well done. Like, the world is so there and it's so real. I was all tearing up like a minute ago. I cried reading the last 2 chapters because I was just moved by what I can't tell you. I can't tell you anything. The basic premise of The Call is it takes place in Ireland. Teenagers at any point in their adolescent life can be taken. They just disappear on the frickin' spot, okay? And their clothes just fall to the ground. And they reappear in hell. It's not actually hell, but it might as well be hell. What is happening is these fairies called the Sidhi. Okay, they're the Shaha. Damn it, I listened to the audiobook. I read this via real book and audiobook. The last half of it, I had the audiobook on while I was flipping through the pages. BT dubs, irrelevant. But if you don't know, I'm an Audible affiliate, and if you sign up to Audible using my link, you get your first book for free. Links in the description. Anyway, I was listening to it via audiobook. It's spelled Sidhi, but it's pronounced like Shia, whatever. It's this race of fairies that Ireland banished to this hell realm thousands of years ago. Now these Sidhi are taking their revenge, and they are determined to exterminate all of Ireland. So there was a certain date 25 years ago where all the people on any ship, any boat, any plane leaving Ireland vanished. Now no one can leave Ireland or they vanish. They're taken to this same world. Now these teenagers though, when they're taken, in our world there are 3 minutes before they'll reappear. And 9 out of 10 reappear dead. Not just dead though, mutilated. And it's horrifying. Now in the Sidhi world though, like if you've read anything with fairies, usually in their realm time works different. Time works different in this realm too, and it's like, I think 24 hours in their world. And in their world, they're hunted. It's not just like they're in this hell realm, they're being hunted by the fairies. I haven't read a book in the style of the Hunger Games in a long time that I really enjoyed, and like this was horrifying, but I enjoyed it. Like I needed to find out what was going to happen to these people and how they were going to escape and what was going on, and I just needed to. When I say it's written in the style of the Hunger Games, it's written in a very concise style. You can just devour it in no time at all. I definitely give The Call an A. I don't really want to tell you anything else. I feel traumatized. It was like the whole book, you're just sprinting away from the enemy with them, and you couldn't stop. Like you were running for your freaking life. If this sounds interesting to you at all, I definitely recommend it. Like is this one book? I feel like there could be a second book, but this could be one book. I don't know. It's only 300 pages, and the lead character is handicapped. She's expected to definitely die when she gets the call, and she's so determined not to. The characters are really great, and it was good stuff. And that's all I'm gonna say without spoiling you guys. You should go read the book, come back, and then we could discuss it together. Goodbye, non-spoilery folk. Don't stay if you haven't read the book. Oh my god! I was not expecting this to be like as crazy, traumatizing, intense, crazy as it was. It's just again and again, I'm just like shocked and disgusted. Halfway through it, I just thought to myself, how the hell could this be made into a movie? I was thinking of Anto when Anto was called and he was in the water and that crab creature full of human heads emerged, and I'm just trying to picture the CGI of this. This would be a horror film. This is a horror film. This is a horror book. When it was first revealed that the creatures and monsters are all made from bent human parts. Like, can you even imagine being in this world where like there are spiders made of bent up humans and their clothes are made of humans, and the humans that they send back are basically traitors because the only way they can get their normal body back is to betray their people, and everything sucks. When Anto was called, my heart, I couldn't. I love him. He's the best. He's my favorite character. I love Nessa, and I'm really proud of her. I was crying at the end when she made it. When she killed Connor. Oh my god. The glory. Kiss me so I can murder you, Connor could have gone either way in the beginning, you know? I wasn't sure how evil he was. I felt like there was a chance that he might be redeemed, but he he wasn't. When he was called, I was thinking that maybe even he was a Sidhi that was switched at birth. Like he was one of those changelings, and that's why he felt so at home in that world. He was like, I don't even want to go home. I love it here. I'm the king. What the f? Like Anto had to survive the call. He couldn't not survive the call. He was like our rock, our anchor. And when he was hiding in the window to the past world and he was just standing in front of it and blending in, and that city grabbed his arm. Oh, it hurt. I just love her and Anto's relationship. I love how at the beginning she's like, oh, that was just one time. We accidentally made out one time for 10 minutes and it was just an accident. I just slipped. It just happened. It's not happening again. So, moving on. Like, outwardly she's in such denial, but meanwhile we see her like risking her life by climbing outside her window and into his window and leaving poetry under his pillow. They're such cute 14-year-olds. The first time, like in the first chapter, when we see that first kid get called on the bus, that was a game changer. I was just like, holy we're not playing around. And in Anto's call, when Chuck Woo sacrificed himself for Anto, what a great moment amongst the disgusting, horrifying reality our characters are in. I'm so glad Nessa survived. I'm so glad Anto and Nessa can have some sort of life together, but the book's unresolved because the city are still there. The Shia, the fairies, and nothing has changed. Nessa says she's gonna help the nation survive, so does this mean that maybe this is a series? I want Anto and her to be able to have children and not worry about them being called. Frankenstein, right from the beginning, we know Frankenstein is a Sidhi, and I'm surprised no one else suspected him earlier, because that little hint he dropped when he said, your Darwin said this, and some kid was like, what do you mean by your Darwin? He means he's a Sidhi spy, you stupid kid. I can't believe our characters are all 14. I forgot. I thought they were like 16, 17, 18, but they're 14. I loved Megan and I loved Nessa's relationship with Megan. She's so hesitant to show emotion. They don't acknowledge each other as best friends really because either one of them can die at any moment and they don't want to form attachments, but they are, and the support they show each other in times of need was so touching. When Megan didn't survive, I was so upset. I really wanted her to make it. When Kieran, Liz Sweeney's brother, survived and came back in the cold and went in and everyone was dead and there was that little city, it was just like a walking nightmare. These things in the world that you're called to and you survive and you come back and here they are in your world too, killing everyone you know. This was nightmare after nightmare. So unexpectedly dark. And then Connor randomly starts making out with Nessa and we know he likes Nessa. Nessa has no idea. Nessa reacts like anyone reacts when someone starts making out with them. Get the off me. And then he decides that she has to die for disrespecting him. That moment in the forest where Anto came to save her after having returned from the call and his arm is all mutilated and Connor is set on breaking both of her arms, and her arms are everything. Without her arms there is no way she's gonna survive a call. That moment was so stressful. I was yelling aloud, no, Connor, you stupid jerk. And that traitor girl with a hole in her chest who's like, I need to be beautiful again, so I'm gonna betray my race. She's still there and no one knows, and no one knows that everyone's a traitor. I don't even know where we go from here. How do we get rid of this? How do, like, the city's a whole race and there's a whole another world and they have magic and they're the cauldron, and I don't know where we go from here. I'm sure it's gonna be intense. I love to hear your thoughts and your favorite parts and your most horrifying of parts. Oh, when poor Emma died and poor Afi, oh my god, I can't say her name. I felt so bad for her. I really liked her character too, Afi. Afa? Is that how we say her name? Anyway, she was fantastic and I felt so much for her. It was so nice to see her stand against Connor and Liz and help Nessa. When the girls all came together and hugged Megan, it was really nice because they're in such a hostile environment and they never show emotion, and it was just so good to see it and to see Nessa's parents be proud. And I'm just babbling now. I'd love to hear your thoughts. The bits that horrified you the most. Oh, when Nessa was in that, she thought it was a ditch, but it was definitely like the mouth of some sort of monster. Oh my god. And it was just like the mouth was closing. And everything was nasty. Nasty. I'm Christine. Thank you so much for watching. I make videos every Tuesday. I will see you next time. All my links are in the description. Goodbye!